Welcome along then. It is Saturday. It is opening round for this week's GP, which comes all the way from the Spanish GP event with Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz, both 5% boosted. And that is 5% boosted with the rare and the epic, so make sure to go and check if they are good enough. We are continuing on with the free-to-play account, and this is the car setup that we are running this week. And it's a very solid car setup as well. And we have got Carlos Sainz, but we're expecting a more difficult weekend for the fact that we don't have big 10, 15, 20% boosts. So that's going to make it a lot more tougher for us. But we scored well in qualifying. Now, qualifying did have a few easier tracks in it. So, I mean, can we bring that into the main events? Let's just claim any rewards that we've got whilst we're here. Hopefully something nice to upgrade. Free flare. Oh, free flare very close to getting on upgrade now as well. That would be decent. We get some Warden. And we've got a Pit Pass and Taurus boost. So, should we find out what we've got in this video? Spanish event. You can see, if you hadn't seen in qualifying, 175. Released the strategy guide yesterday for today. So make sure you go and check that out. We have got Bahrain, Suzuka. We've got Belgium. And we have got Jeddah as the tracks around today. So it should be fun. Should be interesting. And tyre management isn't great for us either, so we're going to have to try our best. And let's give it a go. We're going to go race 1. It's going to go to Bahrain. So, zip up, buckle up. It's time to get to work. We need some big points. Can we get ourselves anywhere near the top 10? Can we get ourselves continuously in the top 25 is the aim. I mean, obviously, we're not going to get top 10, not with what we are running. So, bad match. Oh no, good match. It was a bad match, but turns out it's not on the qualifying performance. So we're going to go softs and softs. And I'm going to start on, I probably need race start. I'm going to do Street Shark. So what I'm going to do is a 3-3-2 and a 2-3-3 in this. That is the aim. If we can do that, I'll know if mediums will last as well. So, lights out, perfect start. That is what we wanted early on. We're going to get a bit chock-a-block here in the middle. It's a bit chaos, but around the first corner we go, and we haven't made too many positions. We're only P12 and P13, but there's going to be a big move by Sainz here, and we're up to P11 and P12. Really good opportunities to overtake, as you can see on the first lap and in this section, as we move up to then P8. And P11. So chances are we'll push with Sainz for 2 laps, being in where he is, and Perez will sit and hold for 3 if we can manage it. That is. So Norris comes back at us. That's okay. We're just going to manage now, and then hopefully we can ping back. We could use mediums if we have a lot of power unit left, and we want to use a bit more of that. Slower cars ahead. Let's push with Sainz, and we'll just do a chilled 3 lap with him. See if we can make some positions here. Should be able to get past George Russell pretty quickly, but he's in a battle, so it's kind of struggling a little bit. Now got the inside line on Perez, and he'll take that, and nearly our Perez nearly gets through as well. So 2-3-3. We're going to make sure they don't double stack here, and we're up to P7. It's going to be close on Perez, to be fair, but he's going to be able to manage this. So we probably would look at potentially mediums to try and so we can use power unit. And I think I am. I'm going to go mediums here. Solely because I want to use some power unit. Whereas Sainz at the minute, because he's pushed on the 2 laps initially, needs to recoup power unit all the time. So we're going to be pretty quick on this middle stint. And Sainz is coming through the field very nicely at the moment. You can see he's got hard tyres ahead. We conserve down the straight every time. Perez coming into the pits. Probably get ahead of Sainz. And, Sainz nearly gets past the AlphaTauri. Can he get past the AlphaTauri now? Yes, he can. And he is just going to jump ahead, but the old exit is probably going to work out better for Perez, and yes, it does. And Perez now getting past Ocon, and so does Sainz. So moving up the field. Obviously, still a bit early to know where we're going to finish in this race. We obviously want 40 points. That's what we always want in this game for us. And that medium's really helping, and Sainz is helping himself to a few positions as well. We'll probably go mediums on the last stint for Sainz. Give him some tyres and some power unit to be able to push. So down the straight, we've got one more lap for Sainz to do. We're going to start pushing a little bit with Perez. And we are now running very nice. So we're going to go mediums. We're not going to service. We're going to push Perez to close the gap to the cars out front. And you can see where they are. They are on hard, so they're not going to pit again, these two in front. And that could be a bit of bother. But we're past Hamilton. We're past Sainz. And we're going to have a lot more pace. Round the final corner. Just going to look after. We want to get a bit more on the softs, really. A bit more pace. So we're going to go softs. And chances are we're not going to service. I'm going to try and save time here. We've got to come back at these hard tyres runners. Sainz comes out on the mediums. Obviously, he's going to be pushing a lot of power unit now. So he's going to be quick. Not as quick as the soft tyres, obviously. But he's going to be quick enough. Perez is P4, stretching now. Let's push Perez a little bit out that corner. And we're just going to be bang on 50% roughly. Just maybe a bit lower. As Sainz takes Russell. Sainz takes Russell then. Down the straight, we'll conserve again. We'll boost out of it. Good pit stop for Perez. A few people now come in. So where can we get to here? P9, P10. Need to try and make some overtakes through this section and close the gap where pace really is tremendous. And you can see we're already on the back of Perez and we're already past Perez. P7 and P9 with a couple of cars out front pitting, but I don't think we're going to catch them. So we'll continue on. Round the final corner we'll go. Servicing is a bit tough right now, but that's why we took it, to try and just close this gap. Few cars coming out the pits as well. And now I think we'll push with Perez all the way. Sainz has got to watch it, but he's into P7. We're going to push him a little bit further than I want here. Try and see if we can get these two cars ahead. Perez now into P3. We'll cut him down. We'll cut Sainz down. Can we take P2? Can we take P6? We are into P2. Can we take P5? Servicing's looking a problem. Out of... Oh, well, how was he slowed down there? He literally just let the McLaren past. That is frustrating. Out of the final corner, he absolutely put the brakes on for no reason. And he does cost us another point. But he does. We're still on 41, so that's not actually too bad from our first race in Bahrain. And this is why I was quite shocked. Rival 1466 wasn't expecting to start a lot higher up the grid, but in theory, it doesn't matter. If you've got the boosted drivers, they do really help. So let's get in to, as I forgot to show you what the car driver is running, race number 2. So we move off to Japan for race number 2. Hoping for some good points. Tricky track, but you can get a great start. So I kind of want to take race start, but I'm going to have to take mediums and hards. Although I could take SAR and take softs and mediums. That's the problem. But I want to I'm going to prioritise the race start here. We're going to go medium hards. I'm going to go Street Shark on both again, just because I want the race start. That is the sole reason we're using it. And it's obviously limited on boost for me as well. We've got a real player 2. So let's see which real player has the better strategy. And we'll wait for them to pick their boosts and ready up. But it's time. It is time to get to work as we go chasing north of the 40 points. So Rival does go soft and mediums. He wants to use SAR really if he's going to use Taurus and Gladiator, which is not the best. And I tell you, this is all about the good start. And we're going to take a screenshot of that because we have got a decent start with Perez up to P7. So good job I took the mediums, because that race start has helped. Sainz up to P11. Remember, on the hard, he's going to be a lot slower than the cars around him when he slows down and stops boosting. But he's up to P10. Through the hairpin we go. Perez is up to P4. Sainz is going to stay P11. So we're going to do a 4-3 with Sainz. We're going to go backwards a little bit in this race. And we're going to do a 3-4 with Perez. But yeah, we're going to go back quickly. There's a lot of soft tyres coming past us at the moment. And we're going to get past Norris. A bit of payback for the previous race, you could argue. As down the straight we go. Lap 1 complete. We've got Gasly who's going to come through. Gasly on the soft tyres, so we just don't want to get Kevin Magnussen past us. He's on the hards. And Norris on the softs is now trying to get back past us, and he does, but we'll just let him go. And then we'll just come back a bit later on with the power unit. Rival gets past on the softs again, so just the soft tyres are really coming to the floor at the moment and coming past us. We just need to manage our own strategy sometimes in GP. Don't worry about others. The Sainz does lose a position. It's to Stroll. Stroll is on hard, so Stroll getting past. We are dropping a bit of pace, as there's a few cars in the pits, including the rival. So we're going to just boost away from Ocon if we can, like that. We'll give a bit of pace. And now we're going to come in the pits with Perez. Can we get a nice run up the inside here? Yes, we can on both cars. That's nice. What about Sainz? He's got Stroll ahead of him. Our good friend Stroll. And we're past nice and easy. Handed him a seat for 2025. He moves away and let us get in. Nice work. Come on, Carlos. Show what Ferrari are going to be missing in 2025. Let's give a solid performance from you. Because I know you've got it in you. And he's up to P6 at the moment. He's going to come back for mediums. Perez comes out P9. So limited of minimum P9 position for Perez. And Sainz, we're just going to try and keep some power unit in for the medium tyre run. That would be good. Can Perez get past Stroll? Another move on Stroll. Oh, yes, that's what we like. We are past him already. Nice and easy. Stroll is making it. And then we're going to come into the pits with Sainz, who's got 61% power units. That's good. That's good work. Perez will push out the last corner. Conserve. Down the straight we go, and we're in to P4. What about Sainz? You're not going to get any bad pit stops with us, Sainz. Not like Ferrari. That is for sure. We have got 2 sets of softs out there. We're going to push. And I'm going to just close the gap now with Sainz. Can we get through? Oh, we're going to try. Round the outside. Can't get it done. Rival are in softs. Really conserving, I think, at the moment as well. Can we get through? Yes, we can. Cornering is king in these races. And Perez comes through to start his next lap in P4. Few cars just going soft still. So I'm going to keep pushing. Try and create the gap or close the gap so that we can make moves past. Now, what about here? Carlos Sainz has not really got anybody pitting. So we're going to have to do this the hard way with him. And the hard way starts now. Past George Russell. We've got Gasly and the Ferrari here. We're probably going to lose out. And we do. Because everyone's playing bumper cars on lap 6. This is going to be tricky to overcome these. Because they are all so close together. Out the final corner Perez goes. And he is going to now take in to P2. Don't think Sainz is going to get a great race here. Maybe Ferrari do know what they are going to miss. And we're back out in P9, the last lap. What do we got ahead? Hard tyres. There's a medium that's probably going to run out too. Perez is going for the lead at the moment. And Perez, nearly takes the lead. We've got Sainz into P8. We do get... Oh, no, we don't get him into the lead. Can Sainz get any more positions? I'm going to focus on Perez because he could take victory here. And is he going to take victory? Yes, he is. P1 for Perez. There's a breakdown ahead as well. Can we catch that car? Surely we can catch that car. Yes, we can. It is. P1, P7. We're in the 40s again. That's what counts. 42 points. Let's go. So again, scoring very well. Just dropping the few points, 5-6 points a race at the minute, which is good for us. That's what we absolutely need. We will show you the rival, as I remember. 4 Verstappen, 4 Alonso. And the car, pretty balanced as well. So quickly moving on to a very tough track in the dry and a very tough track in the rain. It comes from Spa. We've got a wet qualifying. I think it's something like 29%. And just so you can see at home, that is your strategy guide. I forgot to show the other two, but we're going to be doing a 2-2-2 or probably a 3-3 or something. We're going to find out. It is dry. Yeah. I'm going to try something here. This is just pure trying. Okay, so if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. We're going to go and find Star, which is up here. Star, we're going to do a 3-3. Just going to try it. Perez, we're going to go softs. And I am going to go on to probably, as we run out of time. Oh, I didn't want to pick that, but I picked it. Jesus. I didn't want to pick Firework, but I have. I was looking for probably something like pit time related, but there's nothing really out there. And then I was quickly going to go back up for Merlion, but I had to rush. But we've got the boost on. Now, Science is going to do a 3-3. I'm going to just try it here, but I think it could be pretty tough to do anyway. But let's see. He's got max tyre management now. And we've got Perez in currently P16. It's Logan Sargent with a nosebleed in P15, who is running quite high. If we can get past him nice and early. If we can get past him, thank you. And now we've got Gasly behind. Rival pushing a little bit, so we use this section of the track to basically just conserve. And then we'll push out of the corner. Not so much with Sainz just yet, though. As we get past Gasly and we get past Zhou Guanyu. So good moves. We're going to service and cut back down. Sainz playing the long game here. I could go to hards, give me more attacking options. So just very unsure and if this is going to work, but I'm doing it for my benefit and your benefit at home and trying it. So we're going to get past Russell. Now we're probably going to push all the way here. Everyone's pushing out there a little bit at the moment. Sainz is going to make a move on Hulkenberg, which is good for us because we're not pushing him. And the rival's currently struggling as well. As we come down this section, we will conserve again. We'll come into the pits with Perez. And then out the final corner, we will push. And there's going to be a few people coming into the pits here. Can Sainz jump some of the cars? He can, but he's only in P13. Now, I can't push too much, which is the annoying part. So, it's how do I just approach this and tackle it? We're going to try and get past Ocon. We're going to wait for this section here and we're through. I might go mediums again and just basically cruise this, but be on a medium pace tyre. Through this section, we do move up again. We've got Sargent ahead of us too. Surely we get past him. Yes, we do. Can we get past Magnussen? Oh, yes, we can. And then conserve down the straight. I'm happy to run mediums again. I think that's a solid work. And we're going to get past Zhou Guanyu. So, let's see where we go. This is going to be very tough, by the way, to get 40 points. Very, very tough. Rival's doing well, actually. P7. That's a solid race at the moment for him. As we do approach a pit stop. And I've used quite a lot of power unit, which I don't like to do. But I kind of feel like I need to get past these and we can attack later on. If we can conserve. But can we get past Gasly? Can we? Yes, we can. Sainz is bang now. I'm going to push Sainz a little bit as we cut down Perez. And now we do get past the rival. So, in the pits, no servicing. Out the final corner, let's push past Perez if we can. And we can. And let's see where we do go. We move up to the top 10. Can Perez get ahead? Yes, he can. Down the straight we go. We'll conserve. We've got okay tyre here, to be fair. We're going to try and get past Stroll. Big move here if we can get it. Yes, we can. We're up to P9 and P12. Perez being hunted down by his clone. Come on, Perez. Come on. Thank you. So, not a lot of power unit. That is our struggle. But kind of sacrificing. We're trying to just push a little bit earlier. Maybe just for a few last lap pit stops. And here come some of them. But it's still only P8 or P7. And Perez P9. Anyone going to run out of tyres? Absolutely not. They're all on the hards. So they're all good to the end. Question is, can we catch any of them? Can Perez get past Stroll? Yes, he can. And then let's push Sainz. We've got nothing to lose here. Apart from a couple of points. But here we go. Through the middle sector. Can we get Norris, who's on the hards? Not at the moment, we can't. So it looks like a P7, P8. We're going to be outside the 40s, but that's okay for Belgium. We're going to get P6 by the look of it. We do get P6. Can we get one more? We can. We can snatch it. It is 30, was it 37 points? We'll take it, because that was tough. So Belgium is like the equivalent of Monza. Let's put it that way. It's very difficult. You can see there, 1425 versus 1496, and we actually come away with victory and more points. Rival did a 3-3 like we did. Beautiful in P2. It was his second driver that really cost him a 2-3-1, which can be very workable. You just got to get a lot of luck in running. They were running level 9 for the rival, and very high cornering. Great setup and good luck for your rest of your round. As we move to the final race, it is race number 4, and can't remember what it was. I want to say it's Jeddah. It is Jeddah for race 4. So let's search that one up. Let's show you the strategy map that we've got. So yeah, we're going to be focusing on that middle dry, which is the 2 soft, 3 hard, and potentially the 3 hard, 1 soft. Now, I might not run that 3 hard, 1 soft. I'm going to test something different here, an old strategy of mine. But that is what I recommend to you at home, is doing this strategy. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. We don't have any coppers, hardly any princes. We're struggling. We don't have the good stuff at the moment until Hutch finally released the boosts again. So race start's probably not... What do I want to say here? Is race start important around Jeddah? It is, but it's not as big of an impact like other tracks. So we start 18th and 19th. We are hammered backwards in this race. We're going to go hards, and we're going to go Carlos Sainz softs. Now we are going to use race start, see what we can do, and let's get at it. Final race in this opening round. Well, that happened quick, didn't it? Didn't even transition in. So, good start needed. We're going to do this little pit trick again. Not a perfect start from Carlos Sainz, but I tell you what, eat my words. Race start, huge at that first corner in Jeddah. We are into P10 and P15. Now push all the way through this section. I didn't think I'd get through as easy. Maybe I've been playing too much NASCAR lately. But through this first section, absolutely push. See if you can make any more positions. And if you can't, you then cut down. You can see we just take P8 and we'll go to conserve. Because no one really overtakes through this bit at all. So just conserve it all the way. And round the final corner, you just move it up to medium so you carry a bit more speed. We'll conserve it down the straight again. It might be that we go to mediums for the middle stint. I'm going to just test out. 31 degrees. Keep an eye on temperature. So this temperature up here, if it goes above 33, you need better tyres. Like mediums, like anything like that. I'm going to go softs again here. And I am going to service as we're into P7. Perez is absolutely okay where he is. Oh, sadly, Sainz has just lost out to Alonso. But that's okay. We are in P8. Remember, we've got a slow pit stop anyway coming up. As Sainz looks to pit. And he should pit very nicely. Perez round the final corner. He'll be going to probably some softs. 31 degrees still is the temperature. And we move up to P5. We're going to push this first stint. Look at that. Everyone now coming out of the pits. Can we get ahead of Ocon early? Should be able to. Yes, we can. What about Tsunoda, who's out there for a while? Yes, we can. So, good moves. Can we get Perez past Verstappen? No, we can't. No more yes, we cans. Sainz versus Leclerc. We'll cut back down through this section. So, P5 for Perez is great. We are going to try this 3-2-2 in opening round. What I tend to do is always try different strategies compared to the ones I know work. Because I can always update strategy guides, track guides for future reference. So, into, and we're going to have to come back for hards on Sainz. The first sector. Full push. And here comes Sainz. Sainz is going to be out a lot of traffic. And he can get out ahead of that. That's crucial. Sainz is attacking. Perez is flying. Not literally, but he is flying. We're going to conserve down. Can we go around the outside of Stroll? He's left about a $1 bill to the side there, and we've took it. We're through. And now we can conserve again. Probably mediums for the last stint, I reckon. 34 degrees now. Track temperature. Or temperature in general. So it is getting hotter. Round the final corner, we make a move. Past Logan as well. And we are definitely going to go mediums for the last stint. We can push a little bit through this section. Sainz comes out as well. Need some early moves by Sainz to get us through. And we are... Oh, just can't get past K-Mag. Kevin! Perez is up to P5. Sainz going round the outside of Magnussen. And he left a Guntensteiner gap to the inside, outside even. And we're through into P10. Remember, we don't have to pit with Sainz. So we will just cut him down. Perez, though, should be quick as he comes into the pits. Just going to run out of tyres. 35 degrees now. We're going to have to watch how hard we push in this race, with Sainz specifically. We are going to push this first sector again. So mediums is probably very much the right choice for Perez. And can we get past Sainz? Can we get past Sainz? Round the outside, no we can't. P7. And now we cut that down. Oh, Sainz almost putting the brakes on in that race. Come on. What do we got? 35 degrees is going to kill our tyres. We cannot push with Sainz. Perez, we can push. But we're going to struggle with Sainz. Because look at that. 33% as he hits the line. Now we can push with Perez, who's up to P8. But Perez is going to come back out. We could have been in extra position. Past Leclerc, the Ferrari. Come on. Still push him. Still push him. Sainz is going to struggle. But Perez is bang there. Can never really overtake through this section. So it's all going to be on the last corner. Sainz cannot push. Perez can. We're going to leave him just pushing anyway. Come on. Is there any more positions? We can't push with Sainz. We literally can't push with Sainz. And we're going to come home P6 and P7. You can see he literally had 1% margin on the tyres. But we're not going to get 40 points again. Like, we're crumbling a little bit. Just a little bit. But yeah, sadly, we wanted to be in the 40 points all the time. It's 37, so maybe we need to revisit that strategy for final round tomorrow. 1425 versus 1402 in that race. And you can see we did the 223 and the 322. Obviously, the heat stopping us pushing in that last stint really effectively. Rival did a 1-2-2-2, which is interesting. But hey ho, let's show you where we have got in this opening round. And we'll be back maybe tomorrow for final round. Got a busy day, so not sure if I 100% will be on our Sunday record. But 157 points, we're on track for 300, which I expected or wanted at the start of the week. So qualifying, I think, was just some easier tracks. And then opening round, 2 very tough tracks in Spa and Jeddah. We've got to pick it up tomorrow. And I tell you what, we have got Imola and Monza still to come for my round. So that's going to be absolutely horror. But at the minute, 157. Let me know down below if you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you get through to final round. But remember, around 12 weeks still left to get your best result in F1 Clash before the new season starts.